A tremendous focus on rail safety. Senator Richard Blumenthal has been very outspoken when it comes to this very matter, specifically here in the Northeast after several deadly accidents in recent years. News 8's Josh Scheinblum joins us live with what the senator has to say about all of this. Hey, Josh.
Good evening, Brian. As officials with the National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Railroad Administration work to find out why this crash happened in the first place, Senator Richard Blumenthal has some tough words about the current state of our nation's rail system.
I just feel like Amtrak specifically just needs to check their trains more, check their train safety more, so these random situations won't happen.
Simone Ngongi of New Haven is taking the train up to Boston, but she's having second thoughts if she made the right choice after learning of a train derailment in the Philadelphia area that left 2 people dead earlier in the day.
It's kind of making me question, does quickness matter or safety matters? And since I've been on a bus, there haven't been like delays or anything like that. So it's making me question twice whether or not I should take the longer route for my safety instead of just taking something quicker just to get there on time.
Not all the details of the collision are clear. Nevertheless, Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal says he believes the federal government ought to bear some of the responsibility.
So far, the federal government has failed in its basic responsibility for rail reliability and safety, which is why I have been fighting for more funding as well as up-to-date safety measures.
Among the safety technologies he thinks trains need is something called positive train control, also known as PTC. PTC links the train and track to GPS, automatically slowing down locomotives if they're moving too fast. And as far as Connecticut is concerned, Blumenthal says the state is vulnerable to derailments happening here.
We know from what happened in Bridgeport just a couple of years ago that derailments can happen in Connecticut. In fact, they are more likely to happen when rail ages, when maintenance is inadequate, and investment is lacking. And that's why Connecticut needs to advocate proper investment, not only here, but up and down the East Coast.
It's unknown at this time if speed was a factor in Sunday's collision. However, Blumenthal estimates the total cost of adequately improving the nation's rail system to be in the tens of billions of dollars, an investment some who travel by rail frequently believe is a good idea.
I think it's worth it for safety. Yeah, I mean, you can't put a price tag on safety.
Simone doesn't agree. She thinks this issue comes down to responsibility.
I don't think it's a funding issue. I think it's more of just doing your job and just checking trains.
I asked Senator Blumenthal why he thinks rails haven't gotten the funding that he's been seeking. He blames partisan gridlock. For now, we're live in News 8 Control, Josh Scheinblum, News 8.